Ostara.
Hello. It is a treasure and a treat to welcome you all to my home and on my day, my favorite day of the year, when all is lavender and dew, reborn and restored. When we
Hello, Shadow. Hey. Oh, I know you. Yes, you do.
Those of you who arose, you know who you are. I think it's important for us all to remember what this day is really, truly about, which is, oh, for Christ's sake. Praise the Lord. Please help yourself and those less fortunate to the buffet. I got plenty of honey ham. But for those of you who do not partake in the pork, there is a beautiful...
That's Easter. Because people believe in Easter.
Believing is seeing. Gods are real if you believe in them.
So, that's Jesus Christ.
A Jesus Christ. Some Jesus Christ. For every belief, every branch, every denomination, they see a different face when they close their eyes to pray.
So who are you?
Like I said, you wouldn't believe in me if I told you.
Happy Easter, you old fraud.
And a fair Ostara to you.
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm not here for Christ's sake. I'm here for all our sakes. You look divine.
I loved this show until they took Orlando Bloom off of it. Then I stopped watching it. But that was one of the best scenes in that movie. In that show, in that series, I should say. Mainly because it showed that no matter how you try to do it, I mean, I know you can go and you can find where these Christians, they decided that they, in England, decided that the hare, the rabbit, was going to be a representation based on some Christian ideology, and then the eggs from some Christian ideology. But you would have to just completely ignore the fact that Ilnana or Esther or Ostara, that those deities were believed in long before the Anglo-Saxons ever heard of Christianity, and they shared the same symbology. And these people who believed in Ilnana or Istar or Ostara were in the Levant area, where it could easily been picked up, easily flow through history and time. So the fact that there are some scholars out there who will go into the rabbit hare and painted eggs and they would eat the eggs and stuff as a gift, and it had nothing to do with Ostara, they might have forgotten that it had something to do with Ilnana, with Ishtar. But the origin is that it still came from that region and just made its way through time and history. And I like how he said that all gods are real if you believe in them. Because effectively, that's all it is. That's the overwhelming thing about this show. The only reason a god has power is because people believe in it. Zeus doesn't have much power anymore because people don't believe in him. Now he's playing Odin or Woden. Odin doesn't have much power because there's not as many people who believe in him. So as soon as the people stop believing, and because of the techno gods, the new gods, people are even starting to, Jesus' character is losing his power. But if you watch the show, the Jesus character really doesn't have that much power. He doesn't do much of anything. And one of those reasons is because, as he said, when people close their eyes and they pray to Jesus, they pray to many different faces of Jesus. Most cultures have some variation of their type of Jesus. Even when you have the Caesar Borgia picture of Jesus, if you look at it throughout Europe, there are different variations of even that Jesus, especially in Europe. You'll have different variations. Then you got the black Jesus, you got the Asian Jesus, you got the Jesus of every group, and then you got subgroups within the group of all the different Jesuses. And that's why on that episode, in that portion of the episode, you see that there are like 50-11 different variations of Orthodox Jesuses and Anglican Jesus and African Jesus, Jamaican Jesus, the Chinese Jesus, the Japanese Jesus. There's Jesus everywhere of all different groups. And they all walk around kind of dumbfounded like they're having identity crisis, because the Jesus character does effectively have an identity crisis in this world today, because everybody has their own variations and thought processes of who Jesus is and what Jesus is. And that's because there is no definitive idea of Jesus. Yeah, you might say it's the belief in the Son of God, but all of y'all believe in different variations of Jesus and different personalities of Jesus. Oh, he's so nice. Oh, he flipping tables. Oh, he's, the bringer of grace. Oh, he's going to cause flame and fire and on the world. He tells you love your family, no hate your family. All these different variations of Jesus mentality, split personalities. That's your Jesus, whether you want to admit it or not, which is one of the reasons why we walk away from this idea of this character. Plus, prove it. Prove it to Jesus. Prove it. Prove he ever actually existed. The biblical miracle working Jesus ever existed. Prove it. Prove it. You might be able to prove Johnny Appleseed, but did he plant orchards all the way to Washington State? You might prove Paul Bunyan existed, but was he 200 feet tall with a big ass blue ox? Prove your miracle Bible Jesus. That's all I ask. Y'all have a great day. Remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.